Tell me what gets Jesus on Pilate's radar? Because he dies on a Roman cross, so Pilate's got to be involved. How are we reconstruct this? And even if Pilate's ruthless, he is not crucifying a wandering healer who talks about seeds, who tells parables about seeds. There's no way person's not on his radar. And after a while, a student will get there and they notice the temple disturbance, right?
Flipping the tables.
During a pilgrimage festival is key. Like when there's so many people, you think about New Year's Eve in Times Square, how heightened security is, or a stadium. Any little disturbance gets you noticed, right? But secondly, and this is the more subtle and the smarter students get this, is his entrance to Jerusalem. If there's any truth to that story, because if you remember what happens when he enters,
parading in,
and
people
what they
laying
say,
down palms.
they're saying Hosanna to the Son of David, and that, the coming Son of David. Who's
lineage.
David?
He's the king.
He's like an archetype, really, because it's so long ago at this point. David's more of an idea, right, than like a real thing in people's mind. But yeah, this is an archetype of back when we ruled ourselves, back when we were in charge, back when we were glorious. And it's so you can imagine how it looks like a coup, even if Jesus didn't want it for himself. You can only do so much control of what people say about you.
This guy has a monarchical lineage. He's talking about, he's causing disruptances in the temple during feast days. Yeah, this is going to get you on a radar and then put you kind of as a political revolutionary. And then in addition to that, you start creating disturbances with, the religious leadership at the time.
Yeah.
Now you have multiple factions of people,
right,
powerful factions that want you dead.
And he's walking around, or at least want you out, at least want you banished, at least want you out of there, And then he's walking around, at least according to our gospel passion narratives, kind of going up to various status groups and arguing with them on exactly their turf. Like, oh, the scribes, masters of the written Torah, let's debate the written Torah. Oh, Pharisees, you have questions about like the oral Torah. Should we pay taxes to the Romans or not? We'll argue with you about that. So he's definitely a controversial figure, and he's not avoiding any of that.